Hey guys, you've been asking for a while, so I'm really excited to finally let you know that I've completed a custom LEGO Arkham Knight Batmobile. It's been a long journey getting here, but I finally made it. To be fair, and to give credit where it's due, I didn't build this from the ground up. Jerry Builds Lego's custom Arkham Knight Batmobile was used as a starting point and as the central foundation. I really like the front nose design, so I kept most of it intact and kept it on its hinge plates to give it that forward rake. I also kept the ratcheted joint design since it's a good solution for getting the rear to be hinged at an angle for accuracy. The large car fender pieces used from his original design are also a good way of easily providing a fair amount of cover over the rear wheels, so I kept it but added additional detail in which I'll get into more later. And that's where the similarities end and the conversion began. I sacrificed the transformation feature that allowed the model to be taken to battle mode for more detail and to be a more accurate representation of the real thing. I opted to use larger tires for the front and rear since it provides the model with a much more aggressive stance and appearance. The front wheel covers and the front control arms were completely redesigned. I used multiple plates with clips that connect to the plates with bars in order to get that high arch over the wheels. The control arms are attached sideways in order to get that forked appearance around the front wheels. A design that I borrowed from LEGO Arkham Knight Batmobile design that can be seen on Flickr. Some of the hydraulics and pistons are simulated using these grilled plates. I'm not completely happy with it, so I may do some redesigning here in the near future. The cockpit area was pretty much completely overhauled to mainly use this single one-piece roll bar looking cover, and as you can see, a full Batman minifigure is still able to fit inside. The original opening mechanism still pretty much works as it did. You can just move the flaps out of the way and hinge the front forward to get access into the cockpit. I removed the weapon system used in battle mode up on top and replaced it with just some greebling detail that still kind of alludes to it being there for a more streamlined look. I really wanted to get a consistent kind of sloping effect from the front nose going all the way to the back. The main center fin divides the back here down the middle and kind of separates the two large panel areas. The overall shape of the top section is accented with these plate pieces to give it that really defined shape. I'm really satisfied with how the rear turned out. It took multiple iterations to achieve that armored plated look that I wanted. I ended up using a combination of slopes to achieve the desired effect. There's some venting near the large exhaust port and a large diffuser that keeps the rear close to the ground. There's some armor plating on both sides of the rear quarter panels with small splitters just adorning the top of each. From a footprint standpoint, the model is about 10 studs wide and 20 studs long. For comparison and reference, here is Lucas's BVS Batmobile next to it. It's one of his larger Bat vehicle models, so I thought it would be a good choice for this. Both models are nearly the same length, with my Arkham Knight Batmobile being slightly more narrow, but quite significantly taller, which isn't necessarily a bad thing since the Arkham Knight Batmobile is supposed to be taller than the BVS Batmobile in real life. Overall, I'm quite pleased with how this model turned out. It isn't perfect, and most likely I'll be making changes and tweaks to it down the road, but for the most part, and from most angles, it at least looks proportionately accurate. Having the signature aggressive forward rake with the opposing angled rear wheels are really the defining features that sets it apart from any other Batmobile that came before it. And as such, I became more appreciative of its unique design during my building process. Please let me know what you thought about this video in the comments below, and like always, any constructive feedback is greatly appreciated. Until next time, this is One Battle One, signing out.